Hello everyone, this is Akhilesh Kumar PGT-English, Kendriya Vidyalaya, Tengavalley. Today we are going to deal with the first topic of our supplementary book, that is Vista, the Third Level by Jack Finney. A brief description of the author Jack Finney. His full name was Walter Braden Jack Finney. He was born on 2nd October in 1911. He died on 14th November 1995. He was a well-known American author, and he was very famous for his science fictions and thrillers. He received the World Fantasy Award for Lifetime Achievement in 1987. Some of his notable works: number 1, The Body Snatchers, Time and Again, From Time to Time, About Time, and the last one is The Third Level. These works are very famous. Let's begin our topic, the third level. Dear friends, this is the image of the Grand Central Station. The location of this Grand Central Station is 42nd Street and Park Avenue, Middletown, Manhattan, New York City. The year of opening this Grand Central Station was in 1913. All platforms are underground of this central station. There are 30 tracks on level first and 26 tracks on level second. Dear students, you would be wondering what is the third level. Before going through the topic, the third level, I want to make one thing clear, that we don't deal the topics of the supplementary book line by line and word by word, because it is your duty to go through the topic and make understanding about the topics of supplementary book. Okay, that's why here I will tell you some important points about this topic so that you can understand easily. It's clear? So now this story, the setting of this story is in 1950s, after the devastations of the two great world wars, and I hope you would be aware about those two world wars. Okay, so here this is also the story of uh, a man whose name was Charlie. He was an ordinary man. He was 31 years old. He used to collect stamps. That was his hobby. Okay. Then one night while returning home from work, he gets lost in the Grand Central Station and reaches the third level that opens into a different world of 1894. So now here focus this 1894. About this place, his grandfather had already told him before wars that time was peaceful. That's why he used to think about this time 1894, because Charlie was living in modern world, and which was full of miseries and problems. Okay, that's why he used to think about this time period. Okay, then he wants to buy tickets to go to the Galesburg, Illinois, which, as his grandfather told him, was a peaceful and happy place. After some time, he meets psychiatrist his friend Sam. He gets old currency but could not find the third level again. When his wife advised him not to think about that place, then he stops looking for it anymore. One day, when he was doing his work, one day he finds a letter from Sam from 1894 among his collection of first day covers, inviting Charlie and Louisa to join him in Galesburg, Illinois. One more thing, Louisa was his wife. Okay, both Charlie and Louisa starts looking for the third level together. It's okay. Dear friends, when you will go through this topic, the third level, you will get two themes. Number one is time travel. What is time travel? Time travel is the concept of movement between certain points in time, similar to movement between different points in space by an object or a person, typically using a device known as a time machine. Time travel is a widely recognized concept in science fiction. The idea of time machine was popularized by H.G. Wells in 1895 in his novel The Time Machine. The second theme is escapism. Charlie found the third level as a medium of escape because he was suffering from all the modern day insecurities, war, worries, and stress caused by today's work and societal culture. He had a fascination for the past, which is visible in his attachment to the stamp album inherited from his grandfather, and his hobby of stamp collecting. So his idea of true happiness was already ingrained in his mind as a return to the past. Thus, in his mind, he has always wanted to go back in time, so he found the third level as a fulfillment of his dream. Dear friends, this was the third level of Charlie. Okay, so don't be confused because the third level was in his mind. This was the concept in his mind. Actually, in reality, there are only two levels, whatever image you saw before. Okay, so third level was only a medium of escape for Charlie. It's okay. So don't be confused about this. After dealing some important points of this topic and the themes, now I am going to deal with the summary of this topic so that you can understand the story easily. It's okay. Now a brief summary of this topic, the third level. The story revolves around a 31-year-old man named Charlie who experienced something weird. One day after work, coming from the subway, he reached the third level of the Grand Central Station, which doesn't actually exist. Okay, he reminisces the entire experience with his psychiatrist friend Sam. Charlie thought he experienced time travel and had reached somewhere in the 1890s, a time before the world saw two of its most deadliest wars. As soon as he realized what time he is in, he immediately decided to buy two tickets to Galesburg, Illinois, one for himself and the other for his wife, Louisa. Unfortunately, the currency used in that century was different. Thus, the next day he withdrew all his savings and got them converted even if it meant wearing loses. He went looking for the third level but failed to find it. It worried his wife, Louisa, and the psychiatrist Sam, who told him that he is hallucinating in order to take refuge from reality and miseries of the modern world, which is full of worry. Charlie thus resorts to his stamp collection in order to distract himself when suddenly one day he finds a letter from his friend Sam, who had gone missing recently. Sam wrote that he always wanted to believe in the idea of third level, and now that he is there himself, he encourages Charlie and Louisa to never stop looking for it. Dear friends, I want to make one thing clear once again. The third level, that was only a medium of escape for Charlie because he was too disturbed by that time. Due to wars, there were so many problems. Okay, that's why he wanted to escape and he wanted to think about the past life about which his grandfather had already told him, as sometimes we do. When we are in problems, when we are sad, that time what we do? We try to think about our past life, about our good memories. The same Charlie also did. Now here in the last, that Charlie found that found a letter from that Sam. Now this is also the imagination of Charlie. Actually, he didn't find that. Okay, so don't be confused here. This was the only imagination of Charlie once again. What was his first imagination? That imagination was about the third level, which was only a medium of escape. Now second imagination, that was he found a letter from Sam, who wrote him, who told him that Sam was there where girls were, Illinois. But this was also his imagination only. It's okay. After the summary of the topic, the third level, now we have some questions. Dear students, you have to make the notes of these questions. Okay, so don't confused about this. Number one, why did the narrator meet a psychiatrist? Second one, what according to Sam was Charlie's problem? Third one, what things at the third level made Charlie realize that he was transported to the past? Fourth one, what was written on the paper that Charlie found inside the envelope? Fifth one, do you think that the third level was a medium of escape for Charlie? Why? Some more questions. Okay, so the first question is, compare the interweaving of fantasy and reality in the story The Third Level with Adventure by Jayant Narelkar. Second one, how can hobbies be a medium of escape from reality? Elaborate with examples. Third one, if you get a time machine or given an opportunity to travel backward or forward in time, into which year and place would you like to go and why? It's okay. Thank you everyone